With Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high today, 123,263 dollars. It is a very strong day so far. Now, of course, that is a wick up. We're coming back down a little bit as a lot of people taking profit. Literally, guys, anybody who has ever bought Bitcoin in the last, 20 years? I know it's not 20 years old. Anybody who has ever bought Bitcoin was profitable this morning. Now, there might be some people who bought this morning as it was reaching 123,000 and it's falling back down a little bit, and they decided to get in. And of course, it was a little bit too late, so they're not making money at the moment. But literally everybody, as Bitcoin was reaching this all-time high, was making money. And a lot of it has to do with crypto week, pushing Bitcoin to records as lawmakers are weighing 3 key bills in DC. Now, we're going to be talking about that in this video because as Bitcoin is reaching all-time highs, exploding higher, Bitcoin hyper could be next. So let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, Bitcoin Hyper is the first layer 2 blockchain being built for Bitcoin. We're going to talk about it in a minute here, but let's set the stage as to what's happening this week and why things could be ripping very nicely higher. So it says the rally in Bitcoin has been accompanied by other stocks, cryptocurrency stocks as well, Robinhood, Coinbase, and Circle, all doing very well. It says the first bill up on the list is the Genius Act, which would implement the nation's first federal framework for stablecoins, cryptocurrencies whose value is tied to the dollar. Among the bill's central provisions, the Genius Act limits stablecoin issuance to only regulated issuers and requires that issuers hold reserves of dollars or similarly liquid assets on a one-to-one basis backing the stablecoins. All right, cool. I mean, this has already passed through the Senate on June 17th, and I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna get. I didn't read the bill or anything like that, so I don't know how they're gonna get approval to become one of those regulated issuers. But nonetheless, this is kind of what you would expect in a stablecoin, right? Not an algorithmically backed stablecoin like Luna Classic's stablecoin that they had, but an asset backed, right? They have to own the dollars, they have to own the treasuries, and so on to back up and collateralize all of the money on deposit. Harder to pass is going to be the biggest ticket on the docket this week, the Clarity Act, a major legislative package which is going to assign oversight either to the Commodities Futures Trading Commission or the SEC to regulate digital assets, depending on what type of a digital asset it is. And finally, it says the Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act, which would prevent the Federal Reserve from creating a central bank digital currency and block the Fed Board of Governors from using a CBDC to enact monetary policy. Thank goodness, because if you want to talk about complete and utter control of your currency, of your dollar, of your money, this would be complete and utter government control of that. So CBDCs, bad. Cryptocurrency regulation, good. And we are well on our way to having all of this sought through and I guess made legal and passed into law as early as this week. Now, with that, Bitcoin could absolutely continue hitting new all-time highs, and tokens like Bitcoin Hyper could explode as well. Now, Bitcoin Hyper is essentially an indirect investment in Bitcoin. You're buying into this layer 2 blockchain that is created for Bitcoin, and how it works is you're going to click that link in the description below, buy with crypto or buy with card, and connect your wallet. Now, I like to connect via Wallet Connect or Trust Wallet. Scan this QR code right here. You type in how much you want, and those tokens are yours to claim on launch day. From there, how it works, how the layer 2 works, is you're going to bridge your assets over from Bitcoin using the Solana virtual machine to the layer 2 Bitcoin Hyper. From there, you can transact with near instant finality, and using zero-knowledge proofs sends these transactions back to the Bitcoin Layer 1 to be validated on the Bitcoin Layer 1 blockchain. Once you're ready to withdraw, you simply initiate that withdrawal request. It provides proof that your assets are available on Bitcoin Hyper, and it releases them back to the Bitcoin network. The amazing thing is that this could create an entirely new ecosystem and an entirely new utility for Bitcoin that we haven't seen in probably well over a decade. Guys, if you're trying to transact in Bitcoin right now, it is very slow, it is expensive, and therefore a lot of people view Bitcoin as a store of value, meaning they don't want to sell it, right? And that's one of the reasons we see Bitcoin doing so well. Being able to transact in Bitcoin with near instant transaction validity and with near zero fees, it could bring a whole new utility to the Bitcoin ecosystem. So I am buying in. I want to know if you guys are buying in down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.